one of the areas of interest that I'm looking into is in the health profession, and it's music therapy. And that's what I'm going to be talking about tonight. Now, the first question that comes to mind is, what is music therapy? How many of you have heard of music therapy? Anyone? Okay, good. It's interesting to note that, yes, music therapy exists. It is a viable treatment program offered in over 45 hospitals worldwide, and 25 of them in the United States. So I'll be talking about what music therapy is, which colleges offer music therapy degree programs, and I will also provide the websites where you can go and look for yourself. Now, let's take a moment and imagine you're in your doctor's office. He's checking your pulse, your vital signs, he looks in your throat, and he says to you, Bob, you need music therapy. Bob says, Doc, no pills, no diet, no exercise program, music therapy, what is that? Okay, well, I had the same question. I've been a musician and a singer, songwriter for many years, and when I heard of that possibility of becoming a music therapist, it kind of woke me up a little bit, because I'm also interested in the health profession. I was looking into nursing, but when I discovered music therapy, I started changing my mind. So I had to do research. And I went to a website called news-medical.net. And they describe what music therapy is. Music therapy is actually an allied profession. It's a viable allied profession and a field of scientific research. And it goes on to explain that music therapy is an interpersonal process. For example, a music therapist, a qualified board-certified music therapist, works closely with their clients to help improve their health and maintain health. Now, how do they do this? In what fields? You're asking, you're probably thinking, well, how would music therapy help me? Well, you all love music. How many love music? We all love music. We know we feel good when we listen to a good piece of music. You know how you feel. You go in, maybe you had a hard week, and then you go to a concert, your favorite band, your favorite group. And how do you feel after that? There's something to it. Well, they've done research, and anyway, the areas that they work in are developmental, communication and motor skills, special needs. They work with the elderly and children and stroke victims and cancer. Now, according to the University of North Carolina School of Medicine, there was a report dated June 15, 2011. The author of that report, Sarah Peach, and you can actually go to that website and read that report. She starts by saying music therapy helps patients with illness and regain health. Elizabeth Fawcett, who is a board-certified music therapist, was interviewed. She interviewed her, and she went on to say that music therapy helps with brain injuries and chronically ill children. Elizabeth works at All Children's Hospital 20 hours a week, helping children, and she's also, as of July 2011, after this report, she started working with geriatric patients in addition. So 20 hours a week with children and 12 hours a week with geriatric patients. Now, scientific research. Does it work? How? Why? What studies have they conducted to prove this theory? Oliver Sacks, the author of Awakenings, who's a physician and neurologist. Now, how many remember that movie with Robin Williams and Robert De Niro? Well, he did research on patients with Parkinson's disease. He noticed that they could initiate, but they couldn't respond. And above anything else, they responded to music. When music was introduced, they got up, they started moving and interacting. And this was conducted in 1966, so it was as far back as that. So, okay, we'll keep going. Also, from the American Cancer Society, if you go to that webpage, which is www.cancer.org, there is evidence that music therapy can help reduce pain and relieve chemo-induced nausea. And I won't go into that, this is for eating. And a number of clinical trials have shown the benefit of music therapy for short-term pain as well as cancer pain. There are 54 colleges in the U.S. that have music therapy degree programs, bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degree programs, 25 hospitals. I can get a job in any one of those 25 hospitals. I could go to your school, which here in Washington, Seattle Pacific University has music therapy programs, as well as the University of Iowa in Iowa. Now, I've talked about what music therapy is, the scientific research, but there is scientific research backing up this theory. Colleges that have degree programs and hospitals that you could work in if you're a music therapist. I want to thank you for taking the time to listen to my speech tonight. I hope I did a good job. And now when you look at the guitar and the stethoscope, it makes a little bit more sense, I hope. Thanks so much.